Alright, let's do this. Hey guys, Rob here. We're gonna do mid-convo. I think it's episode 11. I think Blake hit me up and said that he was like, yeah, you put up the last one as episode 9, but I think there was already a 9. So anyway, it's gonna be, the numbers are fucked up. This is a pretty serious one. There's a hole in my shirt. Anyway, yeah, where to begin? So this is something that's kind of been on the back of my mind constantly, especially when communicating outwardly to you guys. And it's something I've just had to like kind of not keep my mouth shut about, but kind of be like, like wait to let you know. Yeah, the quarantine changed things. Things change, and things for rich people have changed a lot. Yeah, pretty early on, like probably a month in, we were talking. I personally was talking a lot with our drummer Ty, and I've been friends with Ty for a long time. I know that some of the things that, let's put it this way, my lifestyle and like the things I want to do involve, touring with like a alternative rock band called Rich People, and playing shows as much as possible, and just having a lifestyle around that. The people, most of the people I hang out with, like that's kind of their lifestyle, and it's just that's a lifestyle that feels right for me, and it's what I want to move more towards. And Blake's very similar in that. Con was pretty similar in that. Ty's always listened since day one, like back at the storage unit when he took this project on. We laid out kind of what we wanted, and I think it's like a relationship. It's much like a relationship, and that's what a band is. It kind of, especially once finances are involved, it's like a marriage. So at the beginning of the relationship, I'm not going to frame it like a relationship as in like red flags and this and that, because I wouldn't trade a single day of the 5 years we had the lineup we had with Ty, and it's just like one of my best friends. It's one of my favorite people on earth. But yeah, he the things he wants to do with like his time and his life and stuff like that, because we're in our late 20s. I just turned 30 this summer. But yeah, the things we want to do with our life, they just look different, and how we want to get towards our different goals and stuff like that. And Ty's interests are a much more expansive music world than just one genre, and he likes to produce and record music, and I think the quarantine and the shutdown and all that, I think it really jarred people up to really think about what we want out of life, and I know it did that for me. And I know I reframed what I was doing, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to double down on, and what I wanted to stop participating in, what I wanted to stop spending time and energy on, and a lot has changed for me. A lot changed for Ty. He got a new place with his girlfriend. I believe they're still girlfriend boyfriend. I don't believe it's fianced yet. I don't know. Anyway. I hope I'm not blowing up Ty's spot. I'm not implying that there's a ring. Anyway, I'm just saying. Anyway, they got a new apartment in South Philly. It's beautiful. He's recording more than ever. He's mixing, he's producing, and works on some cool projects with a few people that I got to know through him. Dane and Wes specifically. Oh, and Gillison, of course. Dude, Dane, first name Dane, if you look at it, it's just like, And Wes, I mean, Wes with the pipes, dude. Wes was like me. Me and Wes are very similar with like, he was like, I don't think I can sing. And like and I didn't think I could sing when Rich People started. And people actually doubted that I could sing, which is great. But it's just funny. Like, I've had this relationship with Ty and his roommates and his friends for like, it's like 5 years, and he's moving on. I don't know if I said that clearly yet, but yeah, Ty's moving on. Ty is our drummer, and Ty was our drummer. Past tense statement, and I've had a lot of trouble kind of accepting that. I know he's given me a lot more closure more recently. Obviously, we're still close friends and all that. We had him. He was over recently. He was helping us out with some stuff, and it was just very clear, like, what his role and stuff is. And, like, he's, like, a person, like, I look up to him so much. He's always the guy, like, he didn't want the attention. He didn't really care if he was in the photo. Like, it wasn't about that. Like, he likes working on music and kind of being allowed to kind of quietly kind of, like, put his nose down into his work. And, like, he's just a dude I look up to. I'll always look up to Ty, and I hope we always stay close. It's an interesting thing, but so that changed, and then a few months later, I was hanging out with Khan, and we had a discussion, and it jarred up some stuff I was thinking about anyway, and there was some stuff where I felt like we haven't been on the same page in a few years, and it's tough, man. It's tough to say this right now, because I haven't, like, officially said this, and especially to you guys. Like, in the context, I've been talking about this, like, this has just been what's going on for the past couple of months. But talking to you guys right now about it feels like official or something. And, like, Ty and Con are two of my best friends. I love those guys. I would go out of my way to make sure that they are okay. They've been good guys to me. They've had my back when we're on the road, just in general, just as a person. I did like most of my, like, the growing that I'll think about like later in life, that was like just like a lot, like a big growth period was like 25 to 30 for me. And those dudes were part of that part of my life, like a massive part of that part of my life. And it's just difficult. Khan's moving on as well. It's weird. I don't want to get down into the details of, like, the whys. I'll say this: there's no bad blood with either me, Khan, or Ty. I don't believe. I don't know. But I believe there's no bad blood. I believe everybody's generally cool. I think our paths kind of just drifted apart in certain ways. And how we want to do and what we want to do has maybe differed, like, maybe from the start. But some of those things, like I was saying earlier, like those things in a relationship, like you start dating somebody and you're hyped about it, and this is just great and it fits and everything's good. In that phase, it's kind of tougher to, like, hit the pause button over, like, something that's like a minor difference, right? Like something that seems minor at the time, and then over like years, like, stuff really starts to, like, split off sometimes. And I think our whole approach to, like, what we want to do and how we want to get there and stuff like that, I think it's just different. And so Ty and Khan have moved on from Rich People, and it's a weird time, because I've been writing a lot of music, and I wanted to change. I kind of wanted to change some of the directions of some of the music. Not really change the direction, just, like, that jump from grace session to harmony, like the difference, and it, like, matured a bit. It's like, I've been really, like, working on writing music and, like, really trying to, like, learn from other people that are, like, wiser than I am. And, like, I had a writing session with Grayscale guys. I've never done a writing session. I don't know anything about that world. And those dudes were, like, they were the only people I really felt safe to try that out with. And, Colin and Dallas had me over, and we did, we wrote this song. And they taught me a lot of their, like, little, just, like, cool, like, little tricks. And, like, I hope to do that more with more musicians, really. You know, I got to mess around and check out the writing process on a band that practices around here, that band Heavenside I'm always posting about, and you know, that was cool. I learned a lot from that. But yeah, so anyway, the writing has developed, it's changed and stuff, and like I wanted to either just me and Blake move on and just write what we want to write and like do things the way we want to do and connect with you guys, and like, because that's a big part of it for us. For me and Blake, a big part of this whole thing has always been like the connection with you guys and keeping up with that, right? And so anyway, me and Blake, we've been writing music and stuff, and we've been getting up every Sunday, like all day, every day, right? And we just, you know, we've been doing a bunch of stuff, and I kind of want to, so there's this dude I want to talk about. We were gonna like just do it us, and then my friend Tim, so I'll tell you a little bit about my friend Tim. My friend Tim is gonna come in and play, he's gonna play bass, but also, I just kind of want to talk about him for a minute. This is one of my best friends, this dude Tim. We started working together probably like 2 years ago, and you know, for the past 2 years we've been together like constantly. Like, this dude's my right hand. He lives like, I have a lot of right hands. Don't take it personally if I've called you my right hand and you're like, oh, I thought I was his right hand. You know, Ty's my right hand too. I got a couple hands, but Timmy lives up the block. You know, we ride to work together. We work together. We ride home together. We were going to, you know, meetings, and you know, he's a big part of my life, and he's heard me talk about band stuff for years, and he's a really driven dude, and I never really put two and two together, like, hey, I could bring him in. He's a very, very talented instrumentalist. He also got into like production and like the stuff I do on the computer with music and stuff, and like songwriting and stuff during the quarantine, and like just really excelled at it like immediately. He's one of those dudes, if it's something he really likes, like he gets right into it. And he did some stuff like a couple months ago, like we had that Zoom hangout for the album release, and I saw him just like engaging with our fans, and like the next day he got in the Discord and stuff, and that stuff, like I knew he would be like interested to play. I don't know if I knew like if he would like seriously want to play and like be involved like in the way that me and Blake are, because I didn't want to get any new members that don't want to do what me and Blake do. But yeah, I just saw him jump in, and like I was like, dude, this dude is like, he always hangs out. He's ridiculously talented. He's one of my best friends. I can tolerate this dude for 10 hours a day straight, and enjoy him and just like laugh and have a good time. I know that I'd have a great time writing music with him. I know there's like a whole bunch of things that are like natural given great things, and then there's also just that like, I think he can add a lot, you know, because that was the other thing. I don't want a new member just so that I can fill out like the classic roster of what a band is. It's like, it's 2020. We could do a 2-piece, me and Blake, and have like people play on stage with us or whatever. But I wanted to, with this specific situation, I was just like, yeah, he should be in this band. He has great ideas. He understands. He listens to the things I say on a regular basis. And like, you know, just to rap about him, like I met Tim when he first got clean again, and he was like talking about doing magic. He was batshit crazy, and I was like, I like this guy, but he's like nuts, right? And then he stayed clean for a long time. I was like, dude, this guy, you know, he really became like a person I highly respected. And I remember when he celebrated a year clean, and it was like, you know, it was like special. It was like special to me, and like I remember like watching him, like he was like the life of the party, right? And there was like, you know, 100 people at his celebration. It was like all these people walking around, but I remember like specifically this moment where he was just like in the middle of the room after the meeting, and like just standing there alone. He was just like taking it in, you know, and you know, it just, he's a special guy to me, and you know, I know he'll be like a amazing addition to like this band, and I guess just help me welcome Tim, guys. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Bye. Bye.